Okay, so for number 11, it says to simplify the expression. And so since I have both of these are square roots, I can multiply what's inside the radical. So 3 times 3 will give me 9. Keep your radical here. Then I'll take the square root of 9, and that'll give me 3. Okay? For number 12, I'll have the cubed root of 3,132 times the cubed root of 2. Since these are both cubed root, I can multiply what's inside the radical. If I multiply those two, I get 6,264. From here, we're going to need to simplify this radical. If you put this in your calculator, you will not get a perfect cube, okay? Or a perfect answer. So what I want to do is I'm going to write down my perfect cubes over here, okay? And this is just 1, 8, 27. All you do is 1 cubed, 2 cubed, 3 cubed, 4 cubed, and so on and so on. And I'll try to divide these. Actually, I'm going to work backwards. I went all the way from 1 cubed to 10 cubed, and that should give you enough so you can work with those. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll try to divide this by 1,000, and then work backwards until I get an answer that will divide, because I want the largest factor. If I do this, I see that 216 will work. So I can change this into, when I divide it by 216, I get 29. So I can change this into the cubed root of 216 times 29. And we know that 216 is the perfect cube. If I take the cube root of 216, we will get 6. So the 6 moves to the outside, and I still have the cube root of 29 left under the radical. For number 13, what I'll do is, remember we're going to take the cubed root of both of these, and since I am doing a power to a power, then I can just multiply. So 27 raised to the 1/3 power, that's actually a perfect cube, and so that's going to give me 3. And then I can just multiply right here. So p to the 3rd raised to the 1/3 power is just going to be p to the 1st, or just p. And then q to the 9th raised to the 1/3 power, when I multiply those, I'm just going to get 3. And so that will be your answer on that one. For number 14, I'm going to take the 4th root of both of these. Remember, this is the same thing as raising it to the 1/4 power. So you can write it like that if you'd like to. 625 raised to the 1/4 power is just 5. And q to the 12th raised to the 1/4 power, power to power, we multiply. So 12 times 1/4 will give you 3. And that'll be your answer. For this one, I can rewrite it as 512 x to the 9th, all raised to the cubed root is the same as the 1/3 power. So when I take the cubed root of 512, you should get 8. And then power to power, I just multiply. So 9 times 1/3 is just going to give me 3. So 8x to the 3rd is going to be your answer. 16 is very easy. We have the same base right here. So I can just add those two, and my answer is going to be 14 4th root of 2. Okay? Same thing with 17. We have the same variable with the same exponent, so I can just subtract those. Do not mess with that exponent, it stays the same. 3/7 minus 2/7 is 1/7. So I have 1/7 y to the 2/9. Your exponent stays the same. On number 18, our exponents are all the same. So I have negative 4xy to the half power minus 6y to the half power. So my answer will just be negative 4 minus 6, which is negative 10, xy to the 1/2 power. And that's my answer. Good luck tomorrow.